Today, guys, I'm about to be just trading my team. Like, I haven't been feeling the Rockets right now. Like, matter of fact, I don't even want to be at that practice. I'm not feeling the Rockets. So, what's been happening is they haven't been passing me a ball like I wanted. And I am the best player on their freaking team. James Harden is doing nothing. So, what I decided to do is sim through the season, play 8 games, and I'm going to I'm not feeling the Rockets right now, not at all. Not feeling the Rockets at all. So it's bye-bye Rockets. I'll see you guys later. So right now I'm on 3rd game, and I'm just gonna, I'm like determined, like, to not play with the Rockets.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
You're not passing me the ball like I wanted.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. They haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in.
I get it, boy.
And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
What?
And a shot here at the arena from up top. Beautiful night here in Houston, Texas. The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And now the New York Knicks.
Hurry up and take it off. Hurry up and take this jersey, this stupid jersey off right now. Better call the time off. You better not call the time off. No precious time control. Oh, that's needed.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Good on both. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Flash. There's the triple. And he gets it to go.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Rockets on top, up one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know they've also done.
And so it's a close.
I am worried. Skip the Rockets.
All right, Houston, coming on the floor.
Team 100%. I just checked my trade thing before I did the video, so.
Back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close. So it's New York picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that.
Talking about my 3rd game. 5 more games to go.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give...
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
When you talk about rebounding, 20 is one of those magical numbers that tells you that a player had a truly special game. I think he had in his head that every single rebound was going to...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
Five more games to go. Let's get it over with. I don't want to be on this team no more. I don't care if it's a white team or not. Let's just get this. Let's just get it over with. Oh, yep, got him already. Fan bonus 10. I just got me. Fan bonus. Play this game, play that game, play that game, play that game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. Well, for the Warriors, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. Let's talk about Klay Thompson. One of the best wings in the NBA. Might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete. And, you know, what I really like about his game, especially playing next to Steph Curry, you know, when you play with a guy that has a little bit more, you tend to steal a little bit what they're doing. So, you know, his ball handling is definitely getting better. He can help with the playmaking duties. But what I love about this guy...
Get that over with.
Check. I'm from with
Nobody on here.
Freak, what's good? You look distracted, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, just got a few things going on off the court.
Yeah, I've heard. Word gets around. Gotta put that stuff aside and be ready to play each night, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
Hey, even though we're about to teach you guys a lesson, I'm here if you need it, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And we'll be the ones teaching the lesson tonight, so I hope you're ready.
In your dreams, Freak.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon.
Up here. Here's Flash. 1 second left. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets lead by 7. We'll get things started in the second quarter when
And we're 5-6 feet outside that three-point.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
Rockets 5, 3.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to.
And the first half comes.
Guys, I'm here with.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here.
Stephen, a big win here at home, obviously. How important is the momentum from playing a game like this?
Well, we just needed to win tonight. I mean, that was big for our morale in our locker room. And,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He was the engine that drove this team the. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Our fourth game. Yeah, fourth game. Four more to go. We can do it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them, so they'll be motivated tonight. After fighting so many battles to keep the Kings in Sacramento, they are set to open up a new arena for the start of next season. Shaq, you've been involved with the Kings. How big was this for the city?
Well, it firmly establishes the Kings in Sacramento for years to come. Excuse me, Sacramento. The design is great. It's going to be the first drop-top arena, indoor-outdoor arena. It's going to be fabulous. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. I mean, unfortunately, the house that Kenny built is good.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to Golden State in Oakland. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
Yeah, and the foul trouble. Coming down the stretch, you know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Again, because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to.
Here's Flash. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to Murphy.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Rockets on defense. 6-point game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the foul called on Freak. And so he's... And that concludes the...
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. So it's the Kings winning this one.
Gentlemen, I'm here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
School basketball game with Blake Griffin. Oh, Hickey.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, maybe it hasn't been quite the start to the season they were hoping for. They're just 2-3 so far, but probably a little too early to get hung up on the one-loss record at this point. Now let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston. Jay Crowder. At the other forward position, Matt Chapman. At center, Clint Capella. At shooting guard, James Harden. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach, the visiting team. Starting it.
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And Julius Randle out with the injury. Guys, he'll be missed.
Well, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of his injury. We only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of their previous game, but now they sound sure about it. Hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
Yeah, and we should. I mean, barring anything unforeseen, you'd expect him to be back in a matter of a few weeks.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Flash in at point guard. And it's Crowder in at the three, the small forward.
And
the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets. Flash, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Harden. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly.
Renzo, a pretty lobster.
All right, target center coming out of the court now.
Man, they just man, they getting blew up by the freaking Timberwolves, bro. I swear to God, bro.
All right, target center coming out of the court.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far in the first half. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
I'm just grabbing up this VC, man.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
Boom, 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 boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille...
I'm sorry I ain't talking that much, guys. Kind of sleepy right now. Trying to do these connections. But, like I said, I'm kind of sleepy right now, so. What shit got? Alright. Yeah, like I said, kind of sleepy right now, so.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Sorry if you
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've had some struggles so far in the early part of the season, but they've been modifying their approach and their game plan each time out. While they haven't seen the hard work pay off yet, this is a team that's vocalized their dedication to doing whatever it takes to continue to improve. We could be looking at 4 quarters of end-to-end basketball tonight. Both teams extremely athletic. Kenny, who were some of the more athletic guys you played against?
Most athletic guys, wow.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. Everyone on this team is pleased with the beginning of the season. They're playing so well right now, 5 consecutive wins.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes, this is as good as it gets. This truly, to me, is the definition of a rivalry. I mean, the game between these two teams has always been special.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a ton of great games between them in the past.
Here's Flash. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Flash in at point guard. He's out there with Harden. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flash. Got a piece of it. And now running up the court. Hayward's pushing it up. Westbrook with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
On up the court. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And Flash gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Hayward passes to Westbrook. He dishes it to Durant.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Durant. Great showing. 7 points per game last season. 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring. Led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor.
Here's Flash. Just 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 5th personal foul.
Houston on D. And the foul called on Freak. And we're through the first.
Well, James, and
start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead for the first 2 quarters.
What a performance from Harden here. He has 11 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of...
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark and the...
Thanks, guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Russell Westbrook. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
When you're facing West.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
How many games I play? Oh yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be 8 right here, guys. So
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This should be it.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've been on top of their game from the opening tip of the new season. Each time out, they seem to be refining their approach and getting more confident as a unit. They've got to feel good about how things are starting to take shape. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me to do it.
It's game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Flash, he's in at the point. He's out there with Harden. And it's Chapman in at the 4 slot. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Carter Williams, and that's an intentional foul. Rockets trail by 5, so on the floor for Houston. Flash, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Harden. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Flash. Kicks it out to Harden. 3 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Flash misses. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Walker. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And an intentional foul right there. Here's Waters. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Is trailed by 7. Here's Flash. Rebound by Olynyk. The Lakers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They set the pick. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Flash. about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That's tipped. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Waters passes to Walker. Lets it go. Money from the wing. He has served. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here's Bass. Following the miss by Freak. And it's Walker again missing. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Flash. The Rockets with another miss.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Tries to snap the cold streak. The offensive rebound. Capella. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Lakers leading by 10. And the foul call. And that does it for the first.
Well, James.
Your Lakers, 36. The Rockets, 24.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home. And
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan player of the game. With a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Alright, man, it's finally done, man. Played all this, man. So... And just got a badge unlocked. Alright, so... Where's the trade? Oh, there it is. You must play 10 games in the season. Are you kidding me, bro? I just gotta play 2 more games. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
2 more games, whatever it takes.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know,
this is from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Lakers at the Staples Center.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes.
12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Hill, and it's Horton in at the center. And they're... Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that.
And so we conclude.
Guys, I'm here.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout.
Good win, Freak. We'll get you next time.
I don't know, man. I think you better get used to this feeling.
Freak getting that confidence level up. I like it.
That's always been there. You know that.
True that. Yo, hit me up later. Got a few things we should talk about.
Okay, cool. I will.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. James Harden. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they... And that wraps things up.
Bank. Yeah. You wanna play my part? I just got off of that job. You got a center? Nah, I don't got a
center. I thought you had a center.
I do, but overall, like 55 or something like that.
Hey, bro, you gonna be on tomorrow?
Yeah, probably if I don't got school.
Alright.
Alright, so I don't know.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. Well, certainly the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the league now. Kenny, how well do Wiggins and Towns pair up with each other now and down the road?
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys can be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis. But he's been solid. He's a solid defender, and this is going to be.
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, certainly.
You know, Kevin, they're starting a long road trip here, and they'd love to set the tone with the win.
Yeah, they want this to be a successful trip, and there's no time like the present to get things headed in that direction.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Rose. He's out there with Wiggins, and it's Laverne in at the 4 spot. Releases, and Flash gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The feed to Rose, and Capella sends it back. Here's Flash. This one for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical. Flash in at point guard. Vonleh's out there with Randall. Then it's Harden, and it's Chapman in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. 6 on the shot clock from outside the arc. Flash misses. Timberwolves trail, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's making substitutions here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And so they foul intentionally. Minnesota with the ball, and the foul called on Freak. And so it's a... And so the Timberwolves take the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was... And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin...
Bro, didn't I just play 10 games? I guess they know that. They just gotta say it. Just to freaking say it. Why? Stupid game, bro. Stupid. Now we're gonna play team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, play 10 games, bro. Come on now. Don't cheat me, bro. Well, I'm suing 2K. Guess I gotta send the receipts and everything. But I'm suing, I don't care. Matter of fact, let me just sim through the whole season, man. Can't stay on this team any longer. Can't do it. I just can't. We gotta watch this sim. Hopefully we're not in the playoffs. I swear I better not be in the playoffs. I swear. Oh my freaking gosh. Oh my god, bro. Man. Oh my god. Well, I might change my mind about getting traded. I don't know. But I might be posting more GTA now because this is really good on winners. Those are rules.
Everybody try to duplicate. We just celebrate. Young and making plenty cake. Get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet. Being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. About y'all, but I die by respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the G8 and G8 on me cause we
sick, man. Alright guys, man. It was really even no point in this video, man. I wanna get traded.